Hello, hello. I am here a little tiny bit early. This is Annette Green for Elizabeth Craft Designs doing the live today on Facebook, and eventually this will go on YouTube, of course. We're going to collage today, but we're going to talk about a few things while we're waiting for people to hop on. I see some people joining now. But we are going to talk about the retreat first, and I will talk about it again as I'm going through the live, just in case you didn't jump on in the beginning and missed the information. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, Els and I, and with the help of Terry Ayers, are going to have a wonderful creative mountain retreat in Colorado the end of May. We're calling it the Rocky Mountain Creative Retreat. And if you don't know the dates yet, here they are. And Els did mention last time she did a live, or one of the times recently that she did a live, she mentioned a different date. But this is for sure the correct date. How's everybody doing? I'm looking on my iPad and I don't see me going yet, so I just have to catch up a little bit. There I am. Okay. I don't see comments yet. Let's see if I can get you guys to come up here. Oh, here we are. Here's everybody. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. So anyway, here are our dates for the Rocky Mountain Creative Retreat. It is, as you can see, Memorial Weekend of 2022 this year, and in Estes Park, Colorado, in the YMCA Retreat Center there. There's all kinds of information on my blog, and if you don't know my blog, here it is. It's long. But that's it right there. I have posted all kinds of information, all the details. Registration is this Saturday, you guys, and we are taking 60 crafters. So we're hoping that it fills up quickly. Hello, hello, Rosalie, Amy, Femke, Eleanor, Margot, Linda. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Jan. Johanna's here. Saskia. Okay, so speaking of the retreat, I just thought you might find this interesting. This is just a time killer while we're waiting for more people to jump on. But if you saw, or if you go to my blog, you'll see a logo at the top of the post, and it started with this particular die set from Yosette. Can't remember. I think it's winter. It's a slimline die, and then it has all these critters in it. And then I've used paper from, I think, the book number 3. I'm not sure. So I have cut apart some things here, and I actually took a photo of it, and then I went into Photoshop and played with it and made a logo out of it. So you'll have to check that out. It was all from Elizabeth Craft Designs products. So that's kind of cool. So we will talk about that again toward the end. Anita's here. Karen, hi. Annette, Brooke, DeWong, Ilsa, woohoo. I hope it sells out real quick. We'll see. Can you show us that again, please? Which one? My blog or the logo? There's my blog. Hello from Holland, Maria. And here is the die with the pieces that I made the logo out of. Okay, so before I forget, I want to mention that we do have a winner of the $50 gift certificate, and that is Rhonda Simmons. I wonder if Rhonda is here with us today. Oh, Sandy Glover, I'm sorry that's not going to work out. Hey, Esther. Yeah, I'm sure that, not everybody's going to be able to make it that would like to make it. That's why hopefully we will do possibly more in the future. We'll see. But very much looking forward to it. We're going to have lots of classes. We're going to have like bonus classes in the evenings. It's going to be great. And if you don't know me very well, just a little bit of a background as far as retreats go. I have done a creative crafting retreat for the past 5 years with my good friend who I lost this past year, Ginger Ropp. We have done it 5 years up in the mountains of North Carolina. So this time we're changing it up, and I'm going to join Els, and we're going to have it out in Colorado. So really, really looking forward to it. So again, registration is this Saturday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And we will have everything posted for you, all the details, like where to go to register. But it will be first come, first serve. So good luck, everybody. Alrighty, so what are we going to do today? So just a little background. Yesterday, about 6 p.m. here, I got a message from Els, and she said, hey, can you do the live tomorrow? Hi, Jan Steiner. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Janice. And I thought about it for a second, like, oh, I don't know what I'll do. And I just said yes. Like, okay, I like a challenge. I'll do it. And so recently I've been very much into watching other people do collage work in sketchbooks and in journals and books and things like that. And it just looks great. I've watched for years. I follow a couple of my favorite people, which I'll tell you some of those in a minute. But I never really thought to do it myself, because I always think like as a functional crafter. Planners make sense because then you can put in information throughout the year, or photos like a scrapbook. But just to collage a page, I didn't really get it until I did one. And then I realized, okay, this is pretty cool. And so here is just a little sampler page. And it serves absolutely no purpose except to make a pretty page. So it's like art journaling in a way, but you're using stamps. You could use washi, you can use die cuts, cut-aparts, of course, stamping, stenciling. You could paint, all kinds of things. It's like a mixed media page. And what I love about this is, for me, it's like a therapeutic warm-up to my creative day, because I am in the craft room every day. That's my job. So if I could sit and just make one little like 5x5 page like this every single day in the morning, that's like a little like warm up, like exercise to get the day started. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm hoping I have three pages like kind of laid out a little bit to share with you and walk through. And I recognize how your brain works. Yeah, well, good. So anyway, collage is it's awesome because it's so easy. Anybody can do it. And if you have any of the books, the Reminiscence the Book 1, 2, or 3, or all 3 like I do, you've got everything under the sun that you could possibly want to work with to do collage work. Of course, I'm going to incorporate some stamps and stencils, but even if you didn't have that, you could do this. And it's as literal as just going through the books and starting to cut out things and using your dies to cut out things. And this is what I did last night when Els asked me to do the live today. I just started grabbing these books and cutting out things. I had no plan. At that time, I developed a plan, but I just started cutting out like crazy and stamping things. So I've got this huge pile over there. I had it all spread out while I was thinking and planning for today. And so I think I've got a plan ready. And so I'll tell you about some people that inspire me. Let me put these down. I wrote down their Instagram. Letter Paper Pen and Vicky P and Maramus Small Art. And those are underscores right there. They're not dashes. And who those people are, if you don't recognize them. The first one, Letter Paper Pen, is Autumn. Vicky, I'm not even going to try to murder her name right there. I think she perhaps could be French. I'm not sure. And then Marta Lapkowska is Maramus Small Art. So if you ever want to check them out on Instagram, those are people who really, really inspire me. Of course, Esther. We know that already. She's wonderful. All right, let's look at the comments really fast. This all looks so awesome already. Thank you, Els. Very pretty. Love butterflies. Me too, Karen. Okay. She's Greek. Oh, thank you, Yona. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, not even close, right? French is not close to Greek at all. But thank you. So when I was watching Vicky, she was using this little, it looked like maybe a sketchbook about this big, little handheld thing. And every day she does just a really quickie little thing. She sets it to cute music. And I thought, right away, okay, I've got to go get that small sketchbook. Uh, you know, and then I have to stop myself and think, why would I go buy a little sketchbook when I have beautiful little TNs like this, and I have loads of sketchbook paper, like pads of it. Make my own little sketchbook. And so this beauty is the one that comes in this cute little burlap sack now. This one is the, they call it the square XL sized TN, Traveler's Notebook, in warm cognac. That's what this one is. So pretty. Hi from Tulsa. Hi. Vicky is wonderful. Yes, she is. And yeah, it's a Moleskine book. Yes, I thought so. That's very popular. Els, you must be exhausted. Yes, Els is very, very busy, you guys. I don't know how she's doing this move right now. All that snow too. I do journaling, never heard of these names, but can't wait to check them out. Well, good. Check them out. Make sure you do. For sure. So anyway, I decided I would make my own little sketchbook from this beautiful TN, and I grabbed some sketchbook pad paper. This is, just some I had already. It's nothing special. Master's Touch sketch pad. It is a 9 by 12, so I have to cut these down. Now, there is a die out there with Elizabeth Crafts for this particular sized TN, but I don't have it yet, believe it or not. So I just cut the paper. I don't know what size these are really supposed to be, but I am cutting the paper 4 7/8 by 10. And I have made a plan that each one of my signatures in my TN is going to be 12 pages folded, so that's 24 pages, right? Okay, so what I do, I've already done a bunch of them, so you didn't have to watch me cut all those. I went ahead and did the first 2 in the book already, as you can see there. And so I just wanted to share a little tip that I have learned over the years, and that is we don't want to score these in the middle and then fold them. What is best, I find, is to stack them all up nice and tight and fold them in half. And you see already how they're fanning out, and actually this one I did score, so I'm going to put that on the outside. But you can see how they start to fan out, over here. And they're not flush anymore. No matter how flat you try to fold this pack, you're not going to get that all even. Okay, so I just do a soft fold with the whole schmear, and then I grab a ruler that I know will lay across most of this book to hold it nice and flat, and a nice sharp blade. Now you could use like a box cutter. I don't see a big difference between using this and using that, because you don't want to try to cut it all in one pass anyway. So this takes me about 8 to 10 soft passes, no matter what kind of knife I use. But I'm just holding this down really tight, and I'm just going very easy. The harder you press, the more potential there is to make it crooked or ragged or rippy. So gentle passes are better than hard passes. And I'm almost there. I can feel it. So I didn't count how many that was, but that was quite a few. Okay, so that's my third signature all done and ready. And now we can start working on some pages. Let me see what y'all are saying over here. That's a great tip. Thank you, Sandy. Ragged can be good. Yes, it can. It can. for sure. I'm just not feeling raggedy today, I guess. Thank you, Annette. Oh, that's wonderful to hear, Belinda. Thank you. Yes, it is not my original tip. I will say I have taken some bookbinding classes where I picked up on that little tip. All right, so I have it all in there, and I would love to say that I'm going to work with it, in the book like this, but I'm not, because it's a little bulky. And I don't mind. I mean, that's kind of what a TN is for, is grabbing out the signatures and using them and then putting them back in. So I'm going to pull all this out, put that beautiful book aside for a bit, and we have the first one done. And I've already decided I am just going to work on right-hand pages when I build. And if I feel like it, I can always come back and do a left page. And I was peeling this back earlier. It looks like my glue didn't stick there, so I'll fix that while I'm looking at comments. Welcome, Chris. Is it Lisbeth? Michelle, my first live. Welcome, Michelle. Awesome. Is who was our winner? Rhonda Simmons. Is Rhonda here? Does she know she won? I hope so. I didn't realize the last time I did a live that they don't do this every time now. They do it just on Mondays. Oh, now everybody's talking to Els about moving. It's a big job. And Els says that they move quite often, like every 5 years or so. Okay, so here's another little tip before we start. If you don't want to, go right into your book when you start, if you want to kind of mess around a little bit, you can cut yourself a little practice sheet, which is what I've done here. It's roughly the same size, yeah. Possibly a little 1/8 of an inch off of here, because that's what happens over here when you trim it. And you can kind of get a plan, which is what I have done, of course, because I am not really good at, creating on the fly with the pressure of the live and the whole bit. So I have kind of gone through this, and I did this very thing. I got this little practice sheet to make sure it all worked. And now I can move into my book and do it there. So that's just a little tip. Keep yourself a little practice sheet. So I'm thinking this fish has got to come into play. It's so cute. I don't remember which book, if it's number 2, but the fish are in there. There's another one over here, but this one didn't make the cut, but I just love it. And I remember looking through the book the first time I got it, and I thought, fish? Well, I'll probably never use that because I don't go fishing. Well, that's the beauty of collage, because anything goes, and the weirder mix, the better, I think. Welcome, Lorraine and Linda. Ice blue and cognac are the colors currently available. Yeah, in that square TN, there's that blue one. I don't think I have it, but I did not pull it out to show you guys. Yeah, it's really pretty too. I like the size. It's just a little. It's just a big square. It's wonderful. All right, so I'm going to grab my page that I know I'm working on over here. And I know I'm working on my right-hand page. And I got my pretty paper here to start off. And so I was having an idea about, the colors that I had kind of picked with the blues and the pinks. And I don't really love all this white paper back here. That's fine if you do, but I don't. So I grabbed some of the washi tape that we carry, Elizabeth Crafts. This one is the Artsy Scenery set. I'm also going to use some Esther's from her set too, but I'm going to take this guy. And knowing that I have these two edges, I want to put some, so it's peeking out behind this. So let's get this kind of straight. And I could mark this with a pencil, but I'm just gonna go for it and say this line over here. Okay. So I'm gonna, whoops, put down some tape. Kind of straight, hopefully. Sometimes straight is not better. I do want it to go all the way to the edge, so that's why I peeled it back up. Okay, so I'm going to do one there. I can check this by folding this back. That's looking pretty straight. And then this is going to go here, so the other strip of tape will go here. Love the washi tape. Me too, Carol. I don't, I have a humongous drawer of washi tape, and I forget about it. And I hardly ever use it, and I have some really cool ones. I have some from Japan when we were there. I just forget to use it. And it's too bad because it's fun stuff. And so this is a great place to start to use it. Okay, so that's cool. That's our start. I'm going to trim this off, of course. Yeah, I kind of hope that they continue coming out with washi. Elizabeth Crafts does, because we just have those 2 sets that I know of so far. And I would love to see more. Yeah, Yona, me too. I just forget. There's certain things like that that I forget. It's, what the other thing is for me? Texture folders. Those texture, things you run through your die cutting machine to put texture on your paper. I have a ton of them. They're awesome, and I forget about them all the time. Okay, so that's going to go there. And I think I was using glue stick, but I saw that that didn't stick, so I'm a little concerned. So I'm just going to use my good old art glitter glue, which I know works all the time, although it gets stubbornly plugged from time to time. Okay. So obviously this is needing to be trimmed as well. I don't want to lay it in the glue. I just started pulling out all my embossing folders. Yeah, I really need to do that. I just need to, that's the thing for me, if it's in a drawer, that's why I have a lot of clear storage in my craft room. If it's in a drawer, 9 times out of 10, it is forgotten. Oh, Ilsa says there's more coming. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Okay. All right, so I'm going to re-ink that edge. And then I'll hit these out here just to knock down that white a little bit. There are definitely sketch pads out there that are more like ivory colored instead of white like this. I just had a lot of this one, so I'm going to stick with that. Okay, so there's our little base. And so I've grabbed a couple of things here. This was something that I had die cut from before, so I thought, why not? And of course we got our little fishy here. I've got this kind of funny shaped stamp. And then I did die cut this. This is from, it's got double-sided adhesive on the back. Let's see what this one is from. I've got them all off to the side over here. This is the water background set, one of the art journal sets. So I'm planning on putting this back here, like so. Notebook paper, I'm embossed. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about the retreat, I take it. Anyway, I've got my little water background. I've inked that. I've got this little tag I think I want to put. I actually wanted to tuck it back behind that paper. I wonder if I got glue back there. Oh, okay. I think I can still get that in there. So I'm just going to cheat and I'm going to tuck it back there. I want to make sure I don't get right up to that folded edge of the paper though. So here we go. Under here, we'll just slide that. And you know, this is what I love about collage. Like, why is a tag sticking out of there? Who cares? Nobody cares. It's collage. Anything goes. That's why I love it. Okay, so here's my plan. I want to put the fish kind of like that. I want to put this guy down here. And then I've got this I want to tuck back there. And the stamp, and then think happy. Maybe like right there. That's the plan. But something I think needs to happen on this thingy here. So before I get to committing all this stuff, I have decided ahead of time that I want to stamp a little something down the center. And so I have grabbed this guy. This is from an old stamp set. This guy. What is this called? Patterns 2. Okay, so it's this cute little design, and I'm just gonna use some compatible ink here. This is Mermaid Lagoon Archival. Same kind of blue like in that washi. And I'm just gonna stamp it right down the middle. What glue am I using? I am using, Charlene, I am using art glitter glue. It's in a bottle that I put this is washi tape too, like a honeycomb, like bee thing. I taped over it because the actual label got all gluey. So you can't see what kind of glue it is, but it's art glitter glue. And it's pretty great stuff. It works on everything. You just have to be careful it doesn't get plugged up, because that does happen. Okay, glitter art, Denise says. Yes, art glitter glue. Okay, so let's start putting this together then. We got our little tag back there, and let's see how that's going to look. I think that's cute. It goes together well. So I need to get this guy down. And I did put the double-sided adhesive, thank goodness. So hopefully this will be easy to peel up and put down. This is a very fun die. I'll just make sure you watch on Wednesday. I'm looking at you guys talking to each other. Do I want it this way or do I want it this way? I want it this way. Just below the tag. Whoa. Woo. Come back. There we go. Okay. Don't you love collage? It's like, it doesn't have to make any sense at all. I love that. Because I'm sort of like a, it's got to make sense kind of person. And it can stress you out being like that sometimes, depending on what you're doing. And so that's why I really like doing this. It's very freeing. Now I do know I want to put this blue ticket back here. So I'm going to just lay it there for a second. And we'll put this right about there. Yeah, I can still get that back there. Lush colors. My page, yeah, this is a really wild one actually compared to that first one. Let's go all the way to the top. No, let's come down a little bit. Thank you, Jean. Yeah, Yona, forget that whole purpose thing. Don't worry about that. You need to try it. It's I don't know. I mean, just cutting out the pieces and laying them around is very rewarding. I just loved it. I got so excited last night. I'll admit it. I got so excited when Els and I agreed this is what I was going to do today that I was so afraid I couldn't sleep. I had to take a sleeping pill last night. I can admit it. And it worked. I slept like a baby. But I woke up very excited to cut more things and get more things ready and make a plan. Let's see. I'll be watching for sure on Wednesday. What's happening on Wednesday? Did I miss something? Is Elle's going to be back Wednesday? Did she say? You guys will have to tell me. The purpose, yeah, the purpose is to make a collage. Exactly. So the main thing I see that I like when I see collage is that everything seems to be overlapping and nothing is just floating out on its own. And that is the common thread with just about everybody that I like to watch do collage. So I'm calling it done. I think that's pretty cute. Very fun. I think I got everything on there I planned to. I do have a little cheat sheet over here. I'll show you guys. I kind of lay it out on my table and I take a quick picture with everything just laying there loose. So we're going to move on to make another page. I'll take a drink of water and look at the comments here. Elle's have maybe something new on Wednesday. She's teasing you guys with something new. I wonder if I know what that is. I think I do. Okay, so this can go back into the pile. Yeah, very different. But why not? It doesn't have to be like everything has to have the same feel, right? All right, so now I will grab my next page and we'll do another. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoy them. So this next one I have decided is going to have a little mushroom action. So I'll show you what I have kind of pulled out here. More washi, some die cuts. A lot of this stuff was just stuff I had already like stamped onto. This is paper from, I don't know if this is from Rainbow of Happiness or one of the other papers, but there's this wonderful, see how it has a little texture to it? I didn't color this at all. There's tans and browns and shading in there. And the back has that on it. Just wonderful to stamp on and then cut out. And then of course these leafy guys, what are those from? I have that over here too. That's from the Leaves and Branches set. So I've cut those also out of, I think, Rainbow of Happiness paper. And I had a tag there, and this from the Reminiscence book, and then this is die cut from an older die set. Planner Essentials 40, the number page. Oh, there's so many good things on here that you can just use as background elements, embellishments, this little tag with numbers in it. I mean, this could be the whole side of the page. There's a lot of good things in there. Thank you, Margaret. The pages are gorgeous. We need a sneak peek. Oh, if Els is talking about what I think she's going to talk about on Wednesday, then I don't have that anymore. I mailed it to her. I could be wrong about what it is. I don't know. So anyway, there's the heart. I did that in black. I cut this out, and then I've got this little strip that says garden. So now let's go with this. This is, of course, from the newest, the book number 3. I just cut a square that kind of sits in the whole page with a 1/4 inch of white showing around all 4 sides. Now, yes, I could have torn it. I'm not really a tearing kind of person so much, but I mean, that page previously I did, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, I'll show you how I did that too, because I didn't just tear it. I'm so scared that I'm going to tear like and then go way off kilter. I have this ruler. See that torn edge? This thing is like wicked sharp though. You have to be so careful, but you basically lay it down, hold it, and then tear, and it creates this perfectly nice straight but ragged edge. So that's pretty cool little tool. I've had that for a couple years. Okay, so this is inked. This is going to go in the middle of our page. I'm just looking at my picture to make sure I don't have anything tucked behind this one, and I don't. So I'm going to get some glue on here and get this down. Oh, Susan, yeah. Thanks for joining us. I hope that you do get a chance to go back and watch from the beginning. You've only missed really me chit-chatting about the retreat and then doing one page. And so we're on the second page of collaging. Yeah, deckled edge ruler. Deckled edge ruler. That's exactly what that is. Yeah, another tool that sits right over there and I just hardly ever pick it up. So that's just going to go right in the middle. This paper is probably one of my favorites. It's so pretty. Do we know if Rhonda is here? I don't want her to miss out that she won. Rhonda Simmons was our winner for the gift certificate. So again, I'm not fond of the white, so I'm using vintage photo here, by the way. Just to kind of grunge it up. And the reason why I pick the black for the hearts is because there's this black text in here. So that's kind of perfect for this. All right, so let's see. We've got this with the bug on it, which is so cool. I'm thinking, and I sure wish I had put double-sided adhesive behind this one, but I didn't. I'm thinking I want to put this sort of over here. And what color distress? This is vintage photo for all the edges. So far that's the only distress that I've used. I stamped with the Mermaid Lagoon earlier on the fish page. So I'm thinking this will go here. And I've got my mushrooms I think I want to put right there. I've got a little label. Did I ink the edges of that yet? No. So let's do that. Even though it's black, you can still see that white edge if you look for it. So I'm thinking that's going to go here. I did have a little red border thing that I have somehow lost. Where did she go? All right, well, if she turns up, if you guys see her and I don't, let me know. Scream. It was just a little scrap of a die cut that I've had. It's like a piece of red lacy trim. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, thank you. I'm so glad. You know, this is what I love about lives because I do a lot of YouTube videos, for sure. But you do that by yourself in your craft room, and then, you know, you get comments. You know people are watching. You can see how many views. But just the interaction that you get here on the lives, it's really wonderful. You guys are amazing. I can tell that you share the love for what we do. Okay, well, I'm thinking that piece of red trim has gone away forever, which is too bad because I liked it and it was going to go down here and I don't have any more of it. So, c'est la vie, red trim. It'll probably show up at the end of the live. Make sure you didn't get tucked in here. No. Okay, well, I can always add it later, I suppose. All right, so we're coming up with a little plan here. I think this little garden strip, I think I want to put that kind of tucked back here. And then I've got my two die cuts from this funky paper. Maybe there and there. Yeah, see, that red thing would have looked real good there. All right, one more look. Just real quick, looking around, looking on the floor. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, we'll just keep going. All right, so let's get this down. First things first, we want to get our hearts down. Yona, sorry, I'm wrong. I'm not sure what you're talking about. On the floor, maybe. Yeah, I looked on the floor. I didn't see it. It's so cute. I mean, it looks like this. This is what it's supposed to look like down here, you guys. Makes me sad. I'll probably afterwards cut another one and try to sneak it under there. And if I do, I'll take a picture and I'll post it in the comments. Okay. Frozen screen. Uh-oh. Is everybody else okay? Oh, someone said look at your sleeve. No. Oh well. I know. I tell people that all the time. Check your sleeve, check the floor, check your lap, check your bra. Because you never know. Things can fall. Okay. Okay, I want it, the whole overlappy thing. I don't want to just float it inside. I want it kind of hanging off the edge over there, past the pretty paper. I will find it later, Michelle. I just know it. As soon as I say bye, y'all, it'll be right there in front of me. That's how it goes. All right, let's trim this off. Looks good. All right, now the next big thing we have is this little pocket guy. I love the bug. I wish I had more bugs to put on this page because he's cool. I find it amazing how things totally disappear. Yep, me too. It's amazing. It's like little elf on the shelf shenanigans going on in here, stealing my stuff. Okay, so let's put this, we want to leave some room up top. I think we'll put this over here. You just wait and see how excited I get if I do find it. Actually, I want to get this red thing under here. So let's do that real quick. The red thing and the garden thing. But the garden strip doesn't have to go underneath necessarily. We can fake that. Yeah, this was put down too soon. Oh, I hate to cut her head off. All right, I'm not going to do that. Poor girl. We'll just cut a little bit off the bottom so we can still fit her. Okay, that's good. Sometimes I find it in bed the next day. Oh, Lord, yeah, on your foot, like stuck to your foot or something. Yep. I think I have found, oh, I've definitely found, like, when I've punched holes, like with the crocodile, and I wear slippers here in the craft room. I find those little holes all over the house, falling off my slippers. And then sometimes some actually get on my feet and into the bed. Yep. All right, so here's our little mushroom. That's cute. Garden. Okay, so we want to cut this. I don't want it way over there, so we'll get this on there. Okay. Awesome. Oh, hi, Anita. Are you just now jumping in? Hi. Okay. Oh, I know. I want to do a little something on this here label. And I have the bee stamp. Oh, if you know me at all, you know I love bees. So this one comes from the Memorable stamp set. It's one of those ones that has the little girl and these labels and stuff. He's a real cute bee, and I think I should make him just black. So I'm going to use, yeah, the gnome ate it. The dog ate it? The elephant. Name which die. And that's who ate it. So here we go with the bee. Ooh, that's good. I love that bee. That's a good one. And I just use some, I like this VersaFine black. It stamps, like little detail-y stamps really, really nicely. Yes, Susan. Yes, I agree. Quite honestly, when I was getting things ready, it was a little, in a good way, overwhelming to have so many choices. And on all I did, obviously I cut things out of paper, but I did go to all my dies. I sat on the floor with my bin and I just went through very quickly and had a vision like which element in this set is going to work well for collage on a page. And I just grabbed a handful. And after a while you have to say, all right, that's enough. The red strip near the stamp is the piece she cut. Oh, is somebody trying to... This over here? Yeah, that's extra. That's not it. You guys are so nice. You're trying to help me. Let's see. Mushrooms are my favorite. I know, me too. I love the girl stamps too, Petra. So my B is going to go... Even though in my photo it's down here, but I must have shifted everything. So I think I want the bee there, and then this other guy right here. Yep, that's what I want. Yeah, I know maybe this piece of paper also y'all saw. That's not it either. It's like a die cut lacy border thing. Okay. Oh, yeah, I did not give the name of that. Thank you. They just put the name of the mushroom stamp set. Mystical Mushroom is the die, which I do have a bunch of those over here. Whoops, all cut out. That's the die. But the one that I've used here is a stamp. So here's one of the other stamps in the set right here. Oh, isn't that cool? I want to use that too. Of course, I've got all this stuff now. I can do as much as I want. But I don't think that I have pulled out the mushroom stamp set to tell you exactly. But I think that it was just named over here. Flip your second leaf. Flip my second leaf? What? What glue am I using? Art glitter glue. Let's see. What did you say? You flipped your second leaf set if you wanted a reddish element. Oh, this one. Yeah, this is more orange. I do have this. It's not really the right color red. I don't think I want to use that. Trust me, when I get done with the third page, I have time, right? Oh, I have a little time. I will take some time while we're chatting at the end, and I will look for that a little harder. I just want to keep going so we can get this done. All right, so I think right here. All right, that one's done. See how easy this is? It's fast. Oh, I do have some washi over here. I thought about, let's move these stamps out of the way. This is from Esther's. Now this is called Reminiscence 1, and it has all these great things in it, and this is one of the rolls here. So I thought, just for the heck of it, we'll pull a little piece of this. And with washi, I find tearing is better than cutting. It gives it more of a natural look. And maybe that's too long. There we go. Just get that 3 up there. Work in a little more black. Put a little piece of tape there. Whoosh, look at that. Black, black, black. Perfect. Little triangle action going there for balance. That's always good. All right, where'd my comments go? I got to get caught up here. Thank you. Another great page. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Very fun. Let's put it in with our other pages and grab one more and do one more real quick. So that will be this one. I am keeping them in order because if you watched at the top of the video, the way that I stacked them and then trimmed the pages, they that they have to kind of stay in that order. Okay, so this one, I'll show you my little cheat sheet. This one is, oh, and I meant to be very clever and look her up before I did the live and I forgot. So you guys are going to have to tell me. All you Dutch gals are going to overload my comments, which is great, and help me out. Who is this? This is someone famous. Is she like the Mona Lisa of the Netherlands? I need to know. I love her. She's beautiful. And this is the first time I'm getting to use her because it's collage and anything goes, right? All right, so here's all my pieces for my next page. And this time we are going to stencil to start with. Girl with the pearl earring, is that what she's called? She has a pearl earring. Vermeer's girl with a blue earring. Blue earring? It's pearl. The girl with the pearl. You guys have all different versions of who she is. Okay. I'll just keep reading. We'll see if we have the girl with the pearl. Okay. The girl with the pearl earring, says Carol. The girl from Vermeer. Girl with pearl earring. Sorry. Oh, I see. Okay. She definitely has a big pearl earring. Well, she's pretty, so she's gonna make the cut. Speaking of making a cut, this is something that I had cut probably for a planner page and didn't use. As you can see, I cut the little fishtail at the bottom there. But I like all the blue and the words and a little bit of green. So I am not going to use the bottom of this. I'm just going to use this strip. But before I do that, we're going to stencil. So I grabbed this one, Make Your Mark. And I think I want to use a little honeycomb pattern here. And I'm going to use Wild Honey Distress Ink in a blender. And I'm gonna go ahead and fold this on. I'm going to kind of press on the fold so it stays in place. And because I know a lot of my stuff is going to be in the middle, I'm going to do a little stenciling out here. Actually, I want to turn it this way so it's a little more free form. And I always say to go off the edges is better than to try to stay within. Something about when you see someone staying inside of the edges of everything, like if you make a card or if you make a planner page and everything is floating inside the page, it doesn't look quite as interesting for some reason as when you let things go off a little bit. I'm sure that there's some kind of mathematical reasoning or artistic reasoning why that looks better. Whoops. I just know it looks better. Is that stencil Elizabeth Crafts? Yes, it is. It is. Make Your Mark is what this one is called. And I also know I have some blank space up here, so I'm just going to do a little bit up there. And I do have a little space that peeks out over here. So every time I'm going off the edge here. And we might not see some of this, but it'll peek through in some places. Okay, so there we go. That's cute. Every time I put something down over here, I look again for that little red piece. Let's see. Dorothy says, thanks. You're welcome. Okay, and now we need to ink the edges of our page like we've been doing just for uniformity's sake. I like those honeycombs. Me too. Yeah, there's a lot of things on that particular stencil. That's why I like it. It's got the honeycomb and the hearts and those little slit kind of thingies and X's and O's. That would be cute on the background of a Valentine card. That was one of the other ideas that I had for Els, perhaps for the live, is some kind of Valentine project page, something. And she liked the idea, but in the end we decided on collage. You're so organized how you label all your stamps and dies and stencils. Well, I have to be. Thank you. I have to be because the things, I get everything. I'm very lucky in being on the design team to get everything that Elizabeth Craft Designs puts out there. Mainly, you know, the planner stuff, but sometimes it's the art journal stuff too. And so you really got to keep organized when you have so many things. And I have talked before on my YouTube channel. Let me see if I can reach my towel. Yeah, on my YouTube channel, how I organize my dies, what I use as far as magnets and envelopes and all that stuff. Very good use of all the tools and explaining them. Oh, thank you, Lorianne. Okay, so let's get going. Let's see how we're doing. I think that color choice, Wild Honey, was very good to go with some of this stuff. All right, I got a whole bunch of goodies over here. Let's see what has to go down first. That's kind of the key, and that's why I say use a little practice piece, because that's where you want to play around. You don't want to just start sticking, because you might, you know, say, oh, I wished I'd have put that under there. So get a plan first. Oh, look at that green circle. And I know I want to get this piece. This is from one of the planner dies. If you really want to know what it is, I will look it up, so let me know. But I kind of want to put it there, and I want to have this overlapping that circle a little. But I don't really want this paper down the middle, so let's stay off to the side a little. Okay. We do have this, will go on the top, so we don't need that yet. And this also goes on the top. And then our girl. So I'm just getting them in order as I have seen how I've laid it out over here. So I know I can put this down. And this is just, you know, cut out of the paper, just some random number. A bee honey theme is always fun and pretty. Yes, I agree. This is definitely another one of those instances where this number, it says no duplicate to this check, and then this number. It means absolutely nothing to us in this page. I love it. We don't care. That number doesn't have to make any sense. That's the beauty of collage. Let's see, we'll put this here. Let's scooch over a little bit. All right, now we'll get this big guy down. I don't think anything else goes behind him. Nope. Nope. Okay. All right. Pam is here. The downsizing one. Yeah, L's. It's a good one. And I think you wouldn't have trouble. A lot of people watch that video and they say, oh my gosh, I don't know how you did it, how you were able to get rid of so much stuff. But I just got myself to the point where stuff was just stuff, and it just did not need to be held on to any longer. I think something happens to you, you just have to be ready. You have to be in that mindset where you can let go. I mean, I had a lot of stuff. If you ever watched that video, and it took us about probably about 2.5 years to really downsize, truly get rid of everything that we wanted to get rid of. Okay, that's good there. We'll trim that in a minute. It's pretty gluey. I don't want to touch it yet. We got our cute girl over here. She was supposed to be over here. Yeah, let's do that. But we have other things going behind her. Behind her. So let's do that real quick. We got these tickets. They can go on. I have 2 weeks. I know. Yeah, you don't have the luxury of 2 years. That's for sure. And we were in our house for 20 years, Els. You were in yours for what, 5? We got a new house yesterday. Oh, you did? Oh, awesome. I did not know that yet. Wow, that's the big part of the journey, is getting someplace to live. She kept joking about being homeless for a while. Let's see. Where's her head gonna land? Oh yeah, good thing I checked. Okay, so let's put that. Do we want that? Yeah. There. Okay. Okay. Can I put her down yet? I think so. Yes. Entire garage full of scrapbook papers and cardstock and embellishments. Yeah. Oh, so LG were in that house for 4 years. Okay, well that's not a terrible amount of time to accumulate. We didn't have a very large house in Florida, but we did have 3 bedrooms and lots of closets. So there was a lot of hiding places for craft stuff besides the craft room. Under the bed, in the closet, in my daughter's room when she was away at college. There was tons. She can always sleep in her RV. Yeah, I think it was coming to that very soon. Yes, and then, of course, with the retreat in May, I knew she'd have a house by May, but we were joking that I could be homeless with her when I come to Colorado, that we could just hang out somewhere together. So, okay, we're looking good. I just need to re-ink that bottom. Thanks for the live. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it's past 3, but I'm just going to finish this one and then I will say goodbye. And so I have this little cut apart label from the paper collection, and I stamped inside of it with one of the art journaling stamp sets just some text about creative freedom. And I want to put this, don't put it in her face, just below her chin. I'm going to put that there, and then this was out of the paper, just says be you. But I stamped you are amazing on a strip of coordinating paper, and I'm just going to put that in the middle and have this kind of underneath here like this. You are amazing, be you. Like if you're amazing, why would you be anybody else? Just be you, because you're amazing. All right, so we'll put this down. I just have 2 more things to put on here after this, and then we'll be done. I've not die cut, I have a little fussy cut flower. I was really trying to work in that one pumpkin. I think it's a pumpkin, some kind of squash. But he didn't make the cut. He was too big, so I just saved the little flower that was around the pumpkin. This pumpkin here, I had fussy cut it, but it's too big. It's cute. I will use it somewhere else. Okay, and I like this little flower, so it's going to come back in. You see how we have a lot of this golden orange color, which is kind of nice. I'll just pop that in down there. Okay, and then very last, I've got this this die cut. Now, this is from Floral Insert. This is from one of the TN dies, and I want to put it right up there, like so, I think. Oh, in my picture, I actually have this going behind here, which you can still do if you really, really wanted to. You can cut this, and you can cut this, and you can fake it. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you for joining me, Brooke. Yeah, time is up, I know. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. If you're still here, don't forget to look for the information about the Creative Mountain Retreat. Registration begins this Saturday. Thank you so much. You're a great teacher. Love the sound of your voice. So relaxed. Oh, that's nice to hear. Thank you. I have a microphone, which I think really helps. It makes me talk a little softer than I used to when I first started doing videos, because, you know, you don't want to yell into a microphone. And I get that a lot in my YouTube comments. People say that they like my voice. So that's very sweet. Okay, so we're just gonna pop that right on there. And nobody knows any better about that stem of that flower. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back into my book with my other pages. Thank you, Susan. Thank you for joining. Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Super fun, super rewarding and therapeutic and relaxing to do. I can't wait to do more, honestly. Okay, so there it is, looking lovely. And I'm gonna look, you guys. I'm gonna look one more time for that red border. I'm gonna post it when I find it. Yep. Okay, if it shows up, I'll let you know. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a very fast hour, which is amazing to me because I was not prepared about 12 hours ago for this, so that worked out pretty well. Thank you again. Watch for the retreat information, and I will see you all soon when we watch the next live together. I'm sure on Wednesday I'll be in the comments with you. So take care, everybody, and thanks again.